this episode, we explore the world of two bluebirds nicknamed Arwen and Aragon. These residents of our bird garden have successfully raised a number of offspring over the past 2 seasons. This is their journey. Please enjoy. Bluebirds do not have an easy life. Bluebirds are small, colorful birds native to North America. They are known for their distinctive blue plumage and cheerful songs. They face numerous challenges in their quest for survival. They must compete for nesting sites with other cavity nesting birds, and their reliance on insects and berries for food exposes them to fluctuations in food availability. Migration adds another level of difficulty, as they must navigate long distances and find suitable habitats along the way. Despite these challenges, bluebirds continue to adapt and persist. Arwen and Aragon, a pair of returning birds, came back to the bird garden in late March. They began searching for a nesting site and eventually found a suitable location in one of the newly constructed bluebird houses. Aragon began to deposit nesting material in the box immediately. It was not long before we saw our first eggs. At this point, the couple fell into a routine. Arwen would spend long periods of time in the birdhouse, while Aragon would take an overwatch position in a crepe myrtle or on the bird feeder, and occasionally bring her food. On multiple occasions, both Arwen and Aragon were required to chase off a European starling that was getting too close to the nest. But all that hard work was worth it. About 12 days after Arwen laid her first eggs, they began to hatch. Once the chicks emerged from their eggs, with so many hungry mouths to feed, the parents increased their feeding significantly. The chicks began to develop well, but then we were presented with a problem: how to put out enough feed to support the growing family and keep the pest out. We attempted to use various methods on the ground, but kept running into fire ants, quickly finding and taking over the feed pile. The solution came in the form of a new hanging bird feeder with a camera so I could monitor the bluebirds. I put it in a location where ants would not easily find the feed. The chicks began to grow, and after 18 days, they looked like fledglings ready to take flight. Then the day we had been waiting for finally came. All the fledglings left the nest. days went by after the chicks left the nest, Arwen and Aragon continued to grab worms and fly into the crepe myrtles. We suspected that the chicks were hiding in the trees. After about 10 days, we finally began to see them at our feeding sites. But they had trouble landing on the newest bird feeder. So we temporarily put small feed piles back on the ground until they could fly better. But it was not long until they were able to land on the new bird feeder, and we got our first good view of these fledglings. One week after the fledglings leave the nest, I clean out the birdhouses and the cycle begins again. Over the last 2 seasons, our couple has produced 6 clutches of 4 to 5 eggs each. Of those clutches, we have documented at least 12 fledglings. As this season comes to an end, we look forward and prepare for the next. Our photography can be found on X. Our videography can be found on YouTube. For more videos like this one, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.